What did he give me? He got me a bandana, threadbare and slightly greasy, smelling of wood smoke and dogs, and it takes me to Boston. Takes me all the way up to Boston. All the way up there. Okay, so I got a way for me to get up to this area again. So while I'm here, now is time for me to go deal with Ben, because I think I have on chapter 2. Franklin, complete. Dupree's complete. Jimmy's complete. Yeah, little Ben is complete. Quinn, Mason. I do have chapter 2 of Rose, but I don't want to talk with her yet. I want to finish up. Let's finish off little Ben. But first, switch out all the stories that I told him. Vengeful Twins. Because I want to make sure. Pagan God. Guy who wrote in gibberish. Okay. I can't remember. I can't remember some of these. Can't remember if I told him which one of these I told him. Engagement ring. Farmer dresses a turkey, I think I said. So the spell at the crossroads in the northwest. Gambler who always beat the house in Las Vegas, which could have hired 100 poor. Yeah, I think I told him this one. Dust killed cow. Oh wait, and the fortune-telling bird. Slithering sheep. I don't know if I did the gamblers beat the house already. Robbed banks and gave the money to farmers. I did definitely do that one. Throw in a network helping persecuted, oppressed. A bloodthirsty banker kidnaps people. Yeah, that's going out of the way for the damn jailbird caught. The heroic handyman fought off people with power drill. With the grifter who pretends to be reported to catch free drinks. Keiko spill is done. Midnight wings in the northwest. Notorious gang notorious for blowing up prisons. For the town of grotesque children who stay young forever. That one was kind of horrifying. Forever planned to race coast to coast. For Miss Lynn's orphanage for curious boys and girls. The nervous guy at the bus stop for the soldier who journeyed 20 years for love. Little girl who wanted to be a mechanic. Three-headed bird of never-ending hunger near Boise. All about the father, personal minister for children. And I think I didn't tell the mink story to anyone else besides Jimmy, I think. So that one's fine. Last-born buffalo, or the farmer whose land was choked with dust near Pierre. I don't think I did the dust storms one. Murderous tomcat. Murderous tomcat, I said. So the drunk lineman in the Northeast. The mother known for a powerful secret poison recipe. Ghoul who frightened folks with screaming jokes. Incredible horror in the cellar. For the lingering voices of the repatriades in Los Angeles. Ghosts who murdered at the headless Hessian. Singer who outraced his demon brother's reputation. Billy the man who robbed. Oh no, I can keep that one actually. Cops armed. Billy the man who robbed 100 banks and never got arrested. In a place where lost things are found. The trickster raven, just choked janitor. Or the man whose music no one could remember, no matter how much they listened. This one would be the selfish farmer, let his fruit rot, and the woman enthralled to the laundry, the bull that bled forever. Alright, I think I got enough unique stories, and now it's time to go meet Ben. I wish there was more crossings. It's kind of annoying. I have to go all the way up again. Let's see. A story about the strange color from outer space. You realize almost instantly that he's telling a new version of the tale of its cloud tinged with no color, who we've never seen before. Yep, the strange color from outer space. The color out of space and time. I figured that one would be the case for that one. And that's fully awakened now, so the superhuman strength of a happy new grandfather is now going to take its place. Alright, Ben is literally right there. Actually, no. Oh wait, I'm a stupid. I don't have to go all the way around. There's a river crossing over here. God damn it. We're crossing over here by... That's Cincinnati? Yeah, it's Cincinnati. There we go. Franklin's over there, right? Franklin's over there right now. I could go talk with him, but no, I don't want to ruin my. I don't want to mess with my plan. My plan is to get Little Ben and Quinn finished, and I already got Quinn finished, and then go all the way down to Jacksonville and get all those stories evolved. All the stories I'm about to get evolved to some extent or other, and then I'm going to do Route 66, I think. A wild story about the cosmic nexus of interdimensional terror in a farmhouse cellar. Sounds like a Nyarlathotep thing. The indescribable horror living in the farmhouse. Hold up. Yep. So that story is where? I think I already took it out of rotation. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. So no worries. Don't have to worry about that. All right, Little Ben. Have I got some tales for you, my friend? How's work unionizing everything? Working out for you? Pausing for a while. He tells you the story of Pecos Bill, who rode a tornado up and down the Midwest. Story of Pecos Bill, the cowboy who tamed the wind. And that one's out of rotation too, I believe. Yes. Excellent. There we go. Chapter 2, Easy Wind.
I don't know you from anyone, but maybe in the end that don't matter so much, so long as we're after the same things. A little firelight, a little morsel, a minute or two of company. Well, I ain't got much, and I sure ain't got more than that. I'll share what I have. You'll do the same for a stranger one day by and by. Anyway, I need something to laugh about. Got any funny ones?
I will not tell you a funny one. I will tell you a story about the selfish farmer who let his fruit rot rather than share it with others.
Come on, stranger. Tell me something true. Sadness. Yeah. Some of those who died were friends to me. Like brothers to me. Gave up a lot being a union man at first. Speeches are for preachers. Miss Halliday. She always told me that, laughing at me in her way. I wonder where in the world she is now. Hope she's happy. Lots of healthy babies. But she ain't married a minor.
Oh.
I need a laugh.
You know, you seem to be a guy who really likes your laughs, so I'll tell you the story of old Barney the Scarecrow around Denver.
Are you trying to scare me? Every man in the last meeting I ran could tell you a story scarier than that right off the top of his head. Authority means being afraid, even though you know you're not the one in the wrong. And you can't show your fear, because you got all the others counting on you, looking to you about what to do. I had no time to get frightened, not even when they were dragging Union men and strangers alike out to the hills to get shot on suspicion of being Reds.
Jesus.
You just had to tell the workers again and again how it was going to go right for them in the end. Even though sometimes I wasn't so sure myself. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
Like Cass and Flip? Have you? I mean, you were in the same area as Quinn. You might have come across Quinn at some point. The story of story of the farmer whose land was choked with dust near Pierre.
Stranger, miners tell me sadder stuff than that every day of the week. This country? Pretty here. How many human bodies you think it's built on? I'm just being figurative. Mostly.
Yeah, there are a lot of bodies that were used forcefully, consensually, and non-consensually to build this country. It is very true.
See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
Give you a love story. The spell at the crossroads in the north. The lounge singer who passed on. No. Man who lost an engagement ring in the northwest. Sounds kind of funny, actually.
Stranger, miners, why ask me about love? I had a chance once. I think it's past. That's just the way it went. Me, I can run to the hills till my ribs show, but I wasn't gonna do that to... You can't do that to a wife. Got any funny stories?
Funny stories. The girl who ran a net... no, that's a hopeful story I want to save. The travelers who move at the speed of a snail. Actually, that is kind of funny. Shit.
Well, just seems like wishful thinking to me.
Oh, it's a hopeful story. Right, it is because of the hope.
Future? With all due respect, friend, I find this prognosticating a little ungodly. Just a little. All I can say is I hope whoever's up there sees fit to make it turn out so this'll all have been for something. It has to turn out. That's the only point in keeping on. And that's true no matter what you're on this earth for, ain't it? Here comes the dawn. Headed out this way. Can't say where specifically. My safety and yours, you understand. My journey ain't so long as the crow flies, but it's winding. Detours for hiding, for dodging dogs, and men with guns. See, I don't have to run from you, though. If we run into one another out that way, maybe we'll share a little fire again.
All right. Ooh, story evolution already. Excellent. Thank you. Let's see. The story of the exorcist who drove ghosts from Cincinnati Music Hall with a triangle. Recognize the bones of it from your experience of the ghosts who murdered the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra. Alright. So that one's fully evolved now. And I'm gonna just keep it on rotation specifically so that I don't like screw up what I have and have not said to people yet. I want to, like I was saying earlier, I want to get as many stories done as possible because it's going to take me dozens of tries to get all these stories evolved to the top. Like 2 per. There's like 240 each, so that's a minimum of 480, and I've already gotten through a lot of them at this point. All right, Ben, if you're just going to keep jumping the river, I want another river crossing close by. Come on. This goes across to wherever this is. Back across to Appalachia into Charleston. Ah, God damn it. At least it gives you another story evolution. I think there should be... Yeah, there's one over there. There it is. Oops. And we'll grab that. A wild story about the bus rider displaced in time and space. Recognize the nervous man at the bus stop. Yep. Across we go to here. Hey, Ben, what's up?
Well, here you come again. We've seen a bit of each other now. Not enough for me to know you, but enough to share a fire. You'll forgive me for being careful. Ain't nothing else to be out here if you want to see the sunrise. So sit down, share a little dinner. Let's talk a while, keep the cold out of our lungs. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
Exciting. Story told. Story told. I don't want to do that one yet. That's authority. That's family. The woman cursed to forget the faces of her children.
Come on, stranger. Tell me something. Family. Once there were 4 of us, and it was just my poor ma and me. Could I do but go to work for her? It was the end of my playtime. No more song and dance. Got any funny stories? Must have a couple.
Let's see. Joy. The vengeful twins who destroyed their father's business. That's a Joy story? What?
You got some wit, stranger.
And that's apparently a funny story, alright.
Joy is when you speak up for your brother, and then he speaks up for you. If you gotta stand on a firing line, to know you won't be standing alone. See anything exciting out there on the road?
Exciting. Let's see. The drunkard lineman in the northeast, maybe? I don't know. Hopefully that's funny, not exciting.
Stranger, minor
Better
change. We asked for change. They cut us down like goddamn dogs. Good men who just come into the union, workers, their wives, the widows, everybody. The river turned to blood like something out of Exodus. And if they find me, they'll do the same. I can't stay here, you understand? Anyway, I need something to laugh about.
Laugh about for funny stories. The warehouse with the dust-killed cow in the northwest.
Come on, stranger. Fortune? All I earned was this pile of coal script. Ain't worth a damn. Take some, in case you ever find your way to a company town. Or so you remember me.
Ah, yeah, the company towns and the coal scripts. Basically, these towns, for, like, people who don't know, which is probably not that many of you, who don't know, like, I'm sure it's pretty common knowledge, but it's like, a lot of these company towns, in order to, would, like, not pay their miners and workers in, like, actual US dollars. What they do is they'd pay them in, like, specifically company money that could only be used at the company stores in towns, and it basically made it so that they were indentured and could never leave and didn't have the capital to be able to, like, straight up leave the company and the towns they were working in, and they were forced to just live there for the rest of their lives. It was kind of fucked up, and it still is.
Guess I always wanted to be remembered by someone. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
Story of the old woman reminiscing of her lovers in the northwest. I remember her.
Well, just seems like wishful thinking to me. My wishes come true. Sure, I got some in mind. Injury to one of us is the business of all of us. Imagine a government like that, a whole world like that. Enough to go round, so long as you work. Nobody left wanting, nobody eaten up by the gears of industry, nobody's money setting them up above you. What if heaven's just this country, but better? I'm heading out, up this way. Still can't say exactly where I'll be tomorrow. You ever get a loose thread, and when you pull it, the whole works. Every one of us gets mastered by something. You try to get out from under it. What if you never get to know if you done right? You ever...
I get you. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I got to Ben's chapter 3 already. No. I have to start the process all over again. Ah. Stop. Whoa. Stop. I didn't. Okay. Oh, L1 is like just. Oh, thank God. L1 is just like auto walking. Interrupt the group precision of the travelers cursed to travel across America for 100 years. According to the travelers who move at the speed of a snail. Alright, he is... Okay, at least this time he's on this side of the river. Or is he? Oh, there's a bridge crossing here, so it doesn't matter too much, I guess. But back to Pittsburgh we go. We'll grab a story, evolution. I didn't realize that L1 allowed me to just, There we go. I was just messing with the controls a little bit for that. Go. There we go. Let's see. On to the story about the dust creature that blew in on a storm and haunts an old school. It's the ghost of the dust-choked school haunted by the ghost of the janitor, but wilder. All right. Fully awakened, that one is. Then we'll have over here, what do we got? Union dues. Oh, he transforms.
You're free to sit down by me here as anywhere. Wouldn't that be something if that were true?
Okay, what do we got here? A horde of miners coming out of what would probably be like a coal smoke with the lights of their fires is the last thing to illuminate them. So yeah, he's the masses of the people trying to unionize and not deal with their shitty connections. Yep, very fitting, true form.
Fact is, I ain't safe for you. You get found with me tonight, they'll think you're Union too, no matter what you tell them. And when it seems we're all alone, and you've done nothing to deserve it, you ain't free. I do appreciate the company. If we make it through the night, be sure to say you ain't never met me. For us both. Can you tell me something sad? Sometime you just want a story that goes with how the world already is.
I don't want to tell you a sad story, though. I want to tell you a joyful story. Petunia, the champion racehorse.
You reading me out of a dime novel? That stuff ain't true. Joy? One thing they never tell you in the Union is that it's hard to put your hand out to another. Frightful even. You don't know the road that runs from their fingers to their heart. But when they take your hand back and hold it, you know you've seen something in each other. That's what being alive is all about to me. See anything exciting out there on the road?
Let's see. Titan, you say? Singer, let's see. Let's go with... Man whose music no one could... Man whose music no one could remember, no matter how much they listened.
Come on, stranger. Tell me something true. Past? Well, I said to my brother, Big Ben, one day I'll be as big as you. He always cuffed me and said, you always be little Ben. He's just about 12 when he went down. Stayed down. The skeleton of his mule would have been bigger than him.
Oh.
My heart, he'll always be the big one. Try not to remember how little he was. See anything exciting out there?
Exciting. Love-based. Story of the lounge singer who passed in unknowable secrets in every song.
Well, just seems love. Well, there's more important things. There's bigger wounds. There's bigger fault lines lying under this country than anything could ever go shuddering through your heart. You ask me. Lots of songs and stories about lovers that come and go. But partners, men, women, workers, you can build almost anything on top of that. See anything exciting out there?
Exciting. Let's see. The woman with the tremendous artistic ability in California. Well, that one was kind of horrifying, though.
Brings me back. There was a time when me and Big Ben could just enjoy exciting stories like this one. Innocent. Home. Imagine anyone could cross your threshold and no Baldwin dogs come sniff about it. Imagine a little bit of land to do whatever you like. Look around us right now. Tonight, the skyline coming together with the tree line, black and blue as a spent breath, sweet as you please. Just seems like there's so much of it, like it goes on near forever. Seems fair for each of us to get a square, don't it? Till you dare hope. Anyway, maybe tell me some...
Scary story, eh? Let's see. The girl who ran a network... Let's go with Willie, the man who robbed 100 banks and never got arrested.
Come on, that's authority? Some part of us wants it. When I was small, I couldn't wait to get down the mines. Part of me still feels like that, I suppose. When someone tells you this is the way to be good and just, it don't matter if it's your father, a woman, a company, or the Lord laying those rules down. Some part of being human makes you jump to do it. Some part of you is always going to be small, waiting for something bigger than you to say jump. I got to go, friend. Up the road this way. Wish I had a... And I understand. I know how they can get shot. But Some of them will see it safer to die standing for something than the way they'll end up dead anyway.
I ended up just accidentally auto.
That's something you understand too, right? Maybe we'll share a fire again, friend. I hope we do.
Hope we do too, Ben. I still got 11 more stories to tell you. And you're on this side of the river, so we'll just keep over here. A story about the bird which, for good or ill, could speak only the truth. Halfway through, realizes the story of the fortune-telling bird. Interesting tale. It is an interesting tale. Alright. On we go, on we go, on we go. On we go. Yeah, that's still Little Ben. Got it. Wonder which talisman I'll get from Little Ben, and where it'll transport me to. I'll have to check that. I'll have to check that once I do succeed with him, before I transport myself down to Jacksonville. Union dues.
Come back again? Well, that's something. You and I both know it ain't safe to see. You got some bravery in you, then. All this just to share a dinner and a talk? But I understand. It's better sitting with someone you can trust, putting your life in someone else's hand, trusting, than it is dying alone in the dark. What's the point of life? You ain't living it in fellowship with someone else.
True enough.
See anything exciting?
See anything exciting? Alright, so... Miss Lynn's Orphanage for Curious Boys and Girls.
Well, just travel? Where are you from, stranger? If you don't mind, you got the face of someone who's running to, not from.
I mean, I have no idea where I'm from. I'm just a hobo.
That must seem strange to you. All this talk about work while all I do is run. Where will you go? What will you earn? Got any funny stories? Must have a couple.
Must have a couple. What to do, what to do. Keep away from the story, from the ones that I don't have anything in yet. Just so I... Oh god, that's most of these. The gamblers who always beat the house in Las Vegas.
You're reading me out of a dime novel? Luck? When you know you ain't gonna be alone in it, that's when you know you struck it lucky. Where's it you headed from here, friend? Alone, right? Anyway, I need something to laugh about. Got any funny ones?
Funny stories. The Nolly the prankster elephant at Runsitter's. That's a funny one. I'll give him something. First trouble.
You got some wit, stranger. Death. Once you light the fuse, there's gonna be fire in the hole. Some kids learn that before they learn their letters. Whether I live or die, what we started can't be stopped anymore. I need a laugh.
Any good jokes? The bull that bled forever without dying. Have a laugh at that.
Come on. Don't try to cheer me up with that lying nonsense.
How is that a song to... How is that a story to cheer you up? That is a depressing story.
Sorrow comes seeping in. Worse than trapped gas. Can't breathe like that. Why'd they build this country on top of the workers' graves? So many children with broken fingers and legs, wheeled out in little broken bits. Why? My mother counting every day who goes up the hill to work and who comes back down. The day my brother, Big Ben, wasn't with him. You start starving for air to think about it, so you best not. You best get angry instead.
What's the song? What's the story he wants me to tell? Okay, just making sure I grab all the ones that have two. Everyone that has a two is one that I need to do. Is one that I talked with him before, so I want to make sure I get those, and then I'll keep doing the ones that don't have any of them, the next times. The mink and his family that saved a man's life with their food. I don't remember what story he gave me, and maybe it glitched out.
Well, to see family? Well, sitting alone at night thinking, I just like to know that my mother, that she would have been proud of me. That all I ever did was for mothers like her. Boys like us. I worked for her. And I went union for her. And well, excuse me. I got to go, friend. Up the road this way. Wish I had a line of people like you waiting to sit with me and share a fire. But I don't. And I understand. They know how they can get shot. But some of them, and that's something you understand.
Yep. I guess I understand that, yeah. Alright, you are across the river again. Alright, story evolution here. What do you got for me? The story about the enchanted ring that tests the kindness of strangers. Clearly the story of the man who lost an engagement ring. And yeah, I wanted to make sure. Yeah, I remember that one because I think there was a thing that sounded like they wanted to test if I was actually gonna like lie about finding the ring or not, and I was like, I'm just gonna give you the ring, and then I got paid for it by a ghost. And what you got for me? As the man on the radio finishes a wild story about the virtuoso whose talent came from a deal with the devil. Ooh. So is this the guitar player who worshipped a pagan god? Yep. Okay, so it's that guy. Which is probably gonna be tied into because I heard somewhere that Soulsucker Blues from the soundtrack is actually a song sang by one of the people we're gonna be talking to. And I'm guessing it's the blues singer lady. Because none of the others make sense in that context. Okay, there you go. Alright. Maybe I'll try to, like, actually get the whole completion this time. We'll see. Right, over here to get to Charleston. Just going between the Midwest and Appalachia over and over again. Kind of funny. Let's see. The story of the heroic handyman who fought off his creditors with a power drill. Saw a debtor's hand off. About the loan sharks who sawed a debtor's hand off with his own saw. Ooh. Ooh, that story took a turn. That story took a bad turn for the debtor.
Come back again? Well, you got some bravery in you, but I understand. What's the point of life? You ain't living. Got any funny stories? Funny stories.
Now it's time for me to do now it's time for me to do any stories I have that don't have most of them done. I think are the ones over here now, right? Yeah. The newspaper that found the grifter who pretends to be a reporter to cadge free drinks. Or no, this newspaper that found the positive side of the dust storms. Just do that one.
You got some wit, stranger.
Alright, guess I'm finishing up with him this time.
No. When suffering is present, human bodies are getting ground up, and the core of the land they say is supposed to be God-given. Ours by rights. When industry's propped up by our bones, is it really a choice? I never meant to give speeches. It just comes out. Can't be helped. I need a laugh.
Laugh, you say? I won't give you a laugh, but I will tell you about the man with the grotesque children who stay young forever in the Northwest.
That's supposed to be scary? Freedom. At the end of the day, I just want to say where my bones go. Don't seem like too much to ask. Anyway, I need something to laugh about.
Funny stories. Let's go with the lingering voices of the repatriates in Los Angeles. I think you'd like that one.
Stranger, miners tell me imprisonment. If I'm honest, friend, I'm scared almost every day. And I think a lot about how it could have been worse. Could have died when I was a child, like a mule in the mine. Could have spent days starving for air and light before I kicked it. Could have let these men with their felt hats and their women with the poodles and pearls run machines over me and my friends and family my whole life, and well into the after. One word of advice. Life on the run is no life for a living thing. But sometimes, it's better than being run over.
Damn. That's good words.
See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
Let's see. The journalist who wrote in gibberish around Salt Lake City.
Are you trying to scare me? Every man in the last meeting I ranked trust. Well, maybe you are one of their spies. And you got me. I did all my thinking on this. I decided I'd rather die smiling, both my hands open, relying on the person beside me, than almost any other way that's available to a person where I'm from. Like on down in the pitch blackness, choking on the devil's breath, all because a man I trusted was behind me. Why not choose to believe in the person you're with? I'm choosing you, in that sense, tonight. Got any funny stories?
Funny stories? No, but here's a story about death. Not that one. See, what's a story I can give him? I actually kind of want to give him a hopeful story, honestly, even though I know that's not what he wants. Oh, let's actually try to find him a funny story. The tiger cub. We drove into dust storms. Spell, three-headed bird of hunger. Tricksters, enchanted lost places. Camera that killed. Already knows the story of the warehouse. And who's soon learned to sheep. I mean, that one's pretty funny. Oh. You know what? Let's tell him the story about the superhuman strength of the happy new grandfather. I think that's a funny story. It's a weird ass story, but it's funny.
Come on. Don't try.
Damn it.
Heaven? Mother Jones once said that carrying a vote is the same as carrying a bayonet. I imagine a sea of weapons laid down, foam of words writ down instead, and all of us miners going onward. Onward with them to freedom. Real freedom. And then finally, after all that abiding, she said, all that law abiding, then we get a jag. Yeah, when that day comes, a skinful will be real nice. A skinful, too. And a morning's honest work to soldier through. Grateful. Hey, what's freedom mean to you? You can sit here with me tonight, break my bread, stoke the fire, count the stars, and then maybe I'll keep the first watch. It's a sign of friendship, and you keep the next.
Oh, he's learning to trust me.
We make it on like that till the sunrise, and we're close enough to free, ain't we?
Oh, I got little Ben's story. Let's see, what does he get? What did he give me? He gave me a lump of glittering fool's gold, heavy, beautiful, and worthless, enrichment. So he takes me. Oh, he just takes me to Richmond, Virginia. Okay, so not that far. Oh well. Let's see. He launches into a story about the crone who can seduce any traveler. It's the story of the old woman reminiscing of her lovers, but wilder and stranger. Yes, it is. So now, to finish off the night, let's go. Oh, there we go. Jacksonville. All right, time for some story collections. God, there's gonna be a lot of them. Just realizing that. Oh God, it's gonna be a pain. Let's see. The farmer cursed to grow only dust. Story about the farmer whose land was choked with dust. Yep. I don't know if I actually have to do this for completion of the game. It's just something I want to do. Because it's just, I want to see how a lot of these stories, like, evolve. Jacksonville. Hello, Jacksonville. You're looking lovely today. Let's see. Says a village of changelings who slaughtered their masters. The town of the grotesque children. Yep, my first thought when I saw that story was changelings as well. The grotesque children story. I thought that because the way they said it, it sounded like changelings. It also kind of sounded like the movie, like the Jordan Peele movie Us. Let's see. The story of the scarecrow possessed by the ghost of a vagrant. The bones of the experience of old Barney the Scarecrow. Yep. And over here. Over here for this part. Let's see. Group recitation of the cops who went to war against strikers in Minneapolis. It's the cops arming themselves to take on the strike in Minneapolis. So basically just explaining, yeah, they went to fight against the strikers. I think I cut their lines on their cars, so it's not like they were doing much anyway. Story about the car haunted by the ghost of the father who'd owned it. It's the tale of the children whose father died in that car. Yeah, that was a sad story. We keep going this way. Waitress. Willie, the bandit king who robbed a bank every day for 10 years. It's the story of Willie, the man who robbed 100 banks and never got arrested. A bandito king. And that story is fully awakened. Excellent. I think I'm gonna get a few, like, fully awakened stories from this. I think about it. Guy, the crows that weave the stories yet to come. It's a couple minutes, but it's the story of the crows that make a quilt for the future. Very nice. That one should be fully awakened now. Yep. Up we go to here. Fellows are lounging. The town where gibberish symbols poxed people's bodies. The story of the journalist who wrote in gibberish. I mean, it is Salt Lake City, so that is pretty front of the mill, I would say. Typical Tuesday for Salt Lake City. Let's see. Story about the woman so in love she walked 100 miles every day for a year. The tale of the woman who drank a love potion and was bound to love a worthless man. This one's slightly better, but it's like, I'd walk 1,000 miles to just see you. Across we go. Let's see. The story about the black cat who consumes the souls of the dead. It's the story of the murderous tomcat. Good to know. That one's fully awakened. We go across to here. To you. Let's see. A story about the strange shapes Americans will take in the future. Story of Miss Lynn's orphanage for the curious boys and girls. Okay. Apparently we're all going to look like animal people. Maybe that was the foreshadowing of the furry community. Who can say? See. The story of the alcoholic circus elephant at Runstead Circus. It's the story of Nolly, the prankster elephant at Runstead Circus, she was also an alcoholic, but well, that part was kind of skipped over at first. Back over here. Alright. The story about the woman who could draw faster than the eye could see. Yes, she could. A woman with tremendous artistic ability, changed in a few entertaining ways. Isn't it something? There we go. Let's see. Listening on the man finishes the radio story about the gods that take the form of minks and foxes in the mountains that always watch over us. Yep, it's the mink story. Yay. Over here again. Let's see. Whoa. Story about the newspaper that made up stock prices after Black Tuesday to stave off the Depression. Oh, is that I think that I've never heard of that. Is that an actual story? Because that sounds really funny. Actually sounds kind of funny. There we go. Come on. Over here. Let's see. Oh, the story of the mother known for a powerful secret insecticide recipe. So it's the poison one. What did it turn into? The woman who ground her children's bones into the insecticide. What the fuck? Damn, that got, like, darker. Not. Story about the trees that sing stories of those deported from Los Angeles. The lingering voices of the repatriades. Back over here. Over here we go. Let's see. The story about Petunia, the Triple Crown winner. Halfway through, you realize it's the story of Petunia, the champion racehorse. Highly embellished. Sure is every word of it true. Alright, Petunia has been evolved. Over here we go. This is gonna take a while, I think. The story about the turkey who fell deeply in love with a human man. The farmer who dressed as a turkey. Yep. Come on. Here we go. See, a story about the spectral riders who hunt the ghosts of buffalo. It's the story of the last-born buffalo. Made sense. Back over here. Let's see. Ah, nope. Stop. Had a mind of his own for a second. Sits on a bucket as a king. He tells a story about the bull whose blood could cure any sickness. It's the story of the bull that bled forever without dying. Yep, I mean, it did the other thing, too, before we find about the other thing, but... still. Next we go. Oh, it's another one. The story about the musician who began to turn transparent as his friends forgot him. It's the story of the man whose music no one could remember, but now it's so heavily embellished. All from, like, just a seat that had a saxophone on it. Really interesting evolution of that. Break time at the... oh god, it's more of these guys. The whippoorwill watching for death. The drunk lineman. Yep. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Changeling children who haunted the tired and sick. It's a story about the woman cursed to forget the faces of her children. Aw. That's sad. That's interesting. Whoa. The story of the pair who beat the devil himself at roulette in Las Vegas. And the devil just keeps getting some interesting stuff going on. Back over here. A lot of these are going to be going out of rotation now, which is nice. The story about the twin trickster spirits who brought ruin to farmers. It's a new version of the tale of the vengeful twins who destroyed their father's business. Alright. Yep, that's a full awakening. The eye is ever watchful. Back over here, the story about J Street in Washington, D.C., which led travelers back to the city of the past. Story of the street in Washington, D.C. lost for 100 years. Yep, fully awakened. I've had that story since I started this game, I think. Way back a couple weeks ago. Yay, this story about the sinner's church wherein worship of Satan, the congregation sings dirty songs during the service. Oh, it's just the... oh, it's the guy... oh, all that grew from a teacher just deciding to sing bawdy songs in his classroom. That's funny. Let's see. Listen as the man on the radio finishes a wild story about the sorcerer who enthralled women to work in his laundry. Oh, that's a yikes. It's the story of the strange version of women who kept enthralled the laundry, but some bits of the places out of place. Yeah. Okay. That's fucked. Time to kill a wizard, then. Let's see. Distract himself. Almost through a story about the tale of the family who were so strong their newborn baby accidentally collapsed the house in a terrifying tantrum. Sorry, the twisted version of the superhuman strength with a happy new grandfather. So it's the baby that has the super strength now. Is this gonna turn into Superman? No. No. Damn. It's already fully evolved. I would say, the folks who ate the meat of a cow killed by dust and got asthma. Sorry, let's see. The warehouse full with the dust of killed cow. We're here now. Up here. Let's see. He starts telling you about hearing the songs of angels and demons channeled through a mad lounge singer. The lounge singer who passed in unknowable secrets in every song. Yep. And that's fully evolved. Excellent. I got a lot done today. Then a cool shade. 3 kids sitting and talking a story. About the farmer who denied an apple to an angel, so God punished him with rot. Okay, so it's the orchard story with, like, all the rotting fruit. Okay. I got like a tiny little, like, spider on my wall right now. And it's kind of cute, but it's also like, excuse you, sir. Okay, so these 2 are awakened, so we'll go the Duckmaster Edward D. Pembroke and a witch girl and her kitten familiars. These are all still good. Dahlia's so strong. Intelligent cows who took over their owner's house. And next we'll have you with the broker who loved the bearded lady down in San Diego. You will be replaced with the lost ring in California. You will be replaced with You will be replaced with Penn City filled with members of a strange cult. You will have trickster who forced lawmen to play Russian roulette with their own guns. You will be the driver who planned to race coast to coast. You will be the car haunted by the ghost of the father who owned it. And you will be the little girl who worked as a mechanic. You will be the army major who inherited Lucky Whiskey from his grandfather. You will be the violin who could only be played true by its owner. Ooh. Oh no. All of my sad stories are like finished. I don't have that many of them. Yikes, I didn't realize that. Okay, so he takes me out to Richmond, Virginia. I don't really got anywhere that takes me where I want to go, which is where I really want to go. The dark blue train. Dark blue train leads me where? Let's get the characters off of here real quick. So the dark blue train takes me to Missouri. All right, I think let's see, maybe going to Richmond. Maybe going to Richmond will get me close enough where I want to be. Oh. That's a lot of frame rate drops. It really doesn't take me that much further closer. Oh. Wait, that's Washington, D.C. I want to go through the mountains, I think. Yeah, I want to go west. I want to go west. Go west and get to where Franklin is, and then from there we can just end the session. But I'll just do that off screen for the actual VOD that I put on YouTube. Or wherever this car leads. Where would this road lead? This road would lead down into Tennessee. I wanna talk with Franklin.